everybody. So for our Sunday golf professional video today, I've got Jonas here from the Saskatoon Golf and Country Club. He teaches out there, and he was gracious enough to come and work with me today to get a video out to you guys. So him and his wife are running a program out there, the Patty and Phil Jonas Academy. Is that what you call it?
Well, we don't really. It's just we just teach at Saskatoon Golf and Country Club.
Sure.
And the Dome in the winter.
Okay, cool. So he's going to take me through a few things, and I'll let him kind of just take over from here.
Okay. All right. So there are three things that make or break a golf swing: balance, tempo, and tension awareness. So we're going to just kind of cover these three things quickly. So we'll talk about balance. And balance is important that you set up with the correct balance because it dictates how you swing. If you set up with too much balance on your toes at address, you're going to swing too far inside because you're going to try and find your balance in the swing, and vice versa. If you set up with too much weight on your heels, you'll probably swing out because you'll swing to your toes on the backswing. So I'm going to show you how to set up, Adrian, so just stand that way. Okay, so you can see he's got nice balance, he's got good posture, but what we're going to do is, I'm going to say to him, lift your toes. Can you lift your toes? Can you lift your heels? So basically by him being able to lift his toes and his heels, he's in good balance. If he had too much weight on his toes and I said, lift your toes, Adrian, he would have to rock back before he lift his toes. So what I want you to do when you go to the range is you practice setting up where you can lift your toes and lift your heels, and now you balance. And then when he swings back, he'll be balanced, and the club will move in the correct plane, hopefully. Hopefully. The second thing is tension, and so you can just drop the club. So tension, you got to find what's good for you, but if you're too tense, your body won't move correctly. You just can't move if you're too tense. But if you're too loose, you probably can't move either. So a way that you can feel whether your arms are the right sort of tension is you lift your arms like that and just clap. And that would probably be the right tension. So if you do this, the tension that you have in your arms is probably close to what you need when you're hitting. So you need to find out what's good for you in terms of your tension. And then the third thing is tempo. Now tempo, people always equate tempo to swinging slowly, and tempo doesn't mean slow, and it doesn't mean quick. Having good tempo is that you swing smoothly, and also that you swing at the right speed for yourself. So if you're a quick moving guy that, you're a rushing kind of guy, you probably will have a quicker tempo. As long as it's smooth, it's good. My good friend Nick Price, he had very quick tempo, but he was very smooth, and he's one of the best ball strikers in the world. And there's other guys like that, and then there's other people that are very slow. They come ambling in. They always, they can never run after a bus. Basically, they always come very slow, and they're in no hurry. Yeah, and in no hurry, and they need to swing probably slowly. So you need to find out what's ideal for you, because if you're a quick moving guy and you try to swing slowly, it could have bad results.
Sure, yeah, it's not something you have normal control. Interesting. So if I would just ask a follow-up question, in terms of just helping the viewers understand a little bit more about tempo, is that something that you would want to have consistent in terms of backswing to downswing? Would it be the same relative tempo, or would you have maybe some people have a faster takeaway?
Well, it needs to be smooth. So there's such a thing. There's actually an app, and it's called Tour Tempo, and they've worked out that most PGA Tour players, LPGA Tour players, and good players, they have a 3-to-1 ratio. So if they take 18 frames up to the top, it's 6 to the bottom. Okay. So it's a 3-to-1. So a person that's a quick swinger might be the 18 to 6, and then you've got Ernie Els. He might be whatever it is, 21 to 7, or 24 to 8, whatever the case is. So
slower tempo.
Yeah, slower tempo. But you got to be smooth, and swinging too slowly, I often say, is actually worse than swinging too quick, because if you swing too slowly, you're probably going to be too quick somewhere, and It's when there's a jerk in the swing that it creates some issues. So
especially when this is the main object, to get that square at impact. You know, I mean, realistically, when I look at, from my perspective in the gym, if someone's moving too fast, the weight's going to hit them at the bottom and they'll lose position, right? If they're moving too slow, they're going to get stuck at the bottom, right? You want to have just that right amount of time and rhythm to take all the force that you're coiling up in your swing and be able to transition it to the downswing at the right time for your specific body.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So I would say, just in recap, that if you can do those, if you are struggling with your game and you haven't seen a pro, and you should, I encourage you to see a Saskatchewan PGA Pro, but a PGA Saskatchewan Pro. But if you are struggling and you're not sure, those are the areas where you need to look. Your setup, that you balance and everything, and then is there too much tension in your swing, and then how's your tempo? And if you do those things right, you'll hit the ball well.
Good starting point. Cool. Well, I'm going to put some contact information for Phil down in the description and everything too. So if you ever want to reach out to Phil for lessons, or his wife Patty, or anybody else that we have available in the city here, feel free to reach out to myself or Phil at any point. We can kind of get you guys working together.
Thanks.
Thanks, Phil.